Hi, so this video is more a reminder for me as I'm learning how to use, what are they called? Alfalfa pellets, because I've been putting them down and I've been watching how they work and I'm trying to figure out the best way to use them. So I'm gonna post this, but it's gonna be more for me to come back to because I know I'll lose the video if I try to save it somewhere. So if you wanna come along, feel free and maybe we can learn something together. What's my hand doing up here? Like, come on, I don't know. But let me show you what I'm talking about. All right. So this bed has had alfalfa pellets in it for a while. I originally covered them with soil, but when they get wet, they plump up before they break down and they come out of the soil. So this is what we're looking like, and they're not covered up. Now, the first bed I did over here, you can see the alfalfa pellets, and see right here, they're really broken down. That's because I went ahead and kind of smeared them into the soil. So they do break down really well, like into teeny tiny little pieces. But the way I saw it done, Gary Pilarchik, he threw them down, put the soil over, and left them alone all winter, I think. Well, I've been, watching them as I come out in my yard every now and then, and they're doing this, like clumping up and coming out of the soil. So I've done this bed and this bed that I just showed you. I've also done this bed. And just now, I did this bed, which, by the way, this is my own compost. This is the first bed that I've actually put my compost down, and I'm really excited. So I did put the pellets down, and I put my compost down. I haven't watered yet, but while I was doing it, I wish I would have thought of this later. I kind of want to just put the pellets on like soil that hasn't been worked yet this season, like over there, and then water it in and wait for it to plump up and break down, and then scatter it and then put the compost down. Do you see what I'm saying? Because then it won't like plump up out of the soil. And then I was thinking, should I put like layers, like the pellets, and then after they break down, put the soil, or should I work it all in together? So we are experimenting. Hopefully my beds are not just absolutely terrible next year. If they are, then I guess I learned something, because I'm trying to figure this out. I think the pellets will work as far as putting nutrients in the soil, but I'm trying to figure out the best time of year and method of working them into the soil, So I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to go ahead and throw some pellets down in this bed. I know it looks ugly. This one looks pretty because I just went through and put down pellets and compost, and I took out any dead plants or stuff that's not growing. This stuff is still rooted. These are bachelor buttons, and apparently they like the cold. I have some over by the fence over there, if you can see, and it's just growing. Like, guys, do you know that it's winter? So yeah, let's do that real quick. All right, there it is. You can see the little pellets. This is gonna be my thumbnail, you guys. Looking at all those little pellets in there. But they really do plump up pretty big once they're wet, so these, yeah, they're just ready. Not worked into the soil at all. So that's what I'm gonna do with this bed. We're gonna try a different method because I'm not liking how they just pop out like they do over there. I did clean up a little bit in here, took out some dead stuff, some twigs, but I'm kind of curious what of this stuff is gonna just come back in the spring, Some thyme over there. It's actually a little bit alive still. Well, I think that's all for today. And by the way, today is January 8th. Did I say that? I don't think I did. It's January 8th. It's like currently 45 degrees or something like that. And that's all for today. Thanks for coming along. I hope you're having a good winter, and I hope you're getting excited for the upcoming planting in like March. So that's all. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.